followed him out. Dandelion's remaining hidden behind a small sort of pile of snow. But Tobias, Yannick, and Harkness all approached him and sort of confronted him next to this in his kind of campsite that they've got. It was kind of situated behind some of the houses of Caer-Dineval. And with the wind and ice, snow cutting right through you, those blue eyes piercing as he looks in your direction tonight, things will be.
Yay.
Getting dicey.
Change my CPU. I really need to change my CPU as soon as possible. I've got some issues there. Okay.
But here's one you prepared earlier.
And it worked enough. It worked enough. But obviously, man, okay, my CPU is not happy tonight. Is there things I can close or quit just to help things not be so...
Silent Hill 2.
Yeah. Why do I keep having that open? 1 second. Close this, close that. Does anyone else have like a million things running in Windows or Mac at all times? Just me?
Just get rid of that Systems 32 folder.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully that'll help a little. Okay. Alright, Sirenscape, everyone got that sorted maybe, maybe not. We're going to get some nice sounds of cold. Alright, let me put you guys onto a map as well. Okay. Standing in front of you is Sephek. There's been a little bit of a conversation about what he's up to, why he's here. I believe the last thing he said to you. Sorry.
Super, my map's not working.
What is not happening with the map on your side?
I've got a black box and then like a blue border around it where the map is not.
Are the rest of you seeing the map okay?
I see it.
Yep. In cool sepia tones.
Maybe I'll just refresh.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe I know what's going on here.
Ah, now I see.
Is that working for you now?
Oh, you turned on the campfire.
It was just dark.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Good now.
Cool.
Hey.
Yeah, so the last thing Sephek says to you was, smart, wait out here until I slipped away from Torga. If she knew about this, she'd make your life here in the 10 Towns hell. She looks at you dead in the eyes, and he says, well, if you were to survive. What's Tobias's reaction here?
Tobias will unsheath his greatsword. Swing! Come on, mate. There's many of us and not many of you. How about we just take it down a notch and you can tell us what happened? Many people think you're a murderer. Surely that's not right. Tell us what happened.
Alright, with you unsheathing your sword, he puts his hand down at his side as if he's holding something invisible in his hand. And you see this blue ice.
Oops.
Kind of. Moj takes a shot.
Bam!
No! I didn't. I was trying to move a thing, and apparently my bow was under it.
We're home free, shoot him!
There's like ice starts forming around his forearm and creates this hilt in his hand. And then from that hilt, the ice continues to grow, and this sword forms. This ice sword forms inside his hand, cold and glowing of this blue. Now it's darkest dreary. Dandelion, you see the sort of blue light emanate from his hand as well. You see that it's taken the shape of a sword. What I'll get is we are going to get everybody to roll initiative. Now, this is the first time we've rolled initiative in D&D for quite some time. So, on your character sheet, there should be an roll initiative button, but also make sure your token is selected before you click it.
Did not know that.
Is it easy enough?
Tobias rolled 19.
Harkness for 7.
Un momento.
Sephek rolled a 12. Okay.
15. Hooray!
All right. So we'll start at the top of the turn order there with Tobias. You've just seen him form this ice sword out of thin air, and again, it's strange. It doesn't seem to be bothering him that he's holding ice directly. He doesn't have gloves or anything of the like. And again, he doesn't have any winter gear on, whereas you guys are covered from head to toe in these heavy furs, heavy fur-lined gloves and shoes. You can almost barely see anything of yourself other than when you look at each other, other than maybe your eyes and maybe a little bit of around your noses.
All right. Tobias will use the influence action, so he'll try and do persuasion, and talk to Sephek. Mate, look, we needn't come to steel or ice with this. Just tell us what went on. We're trying to investigate this 10-town scenario with all these murders. Surely you must know something.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Dun, 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 dun. Hiya! 18.
I say you might want to just leave this investigation alone. Anything else from Tobias?
That's it. Thanks.
Okay, next up, Yannick.
Okay, I'm gonna say, I think this might come to blows, Tobias. And then I clutch my holy symbol, I close my eyes, and I pray to Moradin and cast Bless on the party.
What does Bless do?
So, Bless. So I get to pick 3 targets. And whenever one of those targets makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, they get to add a 1d4.
Okay, nice.
And then I just ready my sword, my hammer and shield. In case he charges at us.
Yeah, cool. Dandelion, from behind the snowy mound.
Okay, possibly a dumb question, but how big are these squares on the map?
They're 5 foot.
Okay.
So there's a little ruler tool, a little measurement tool on the left-hand side that you can
goodness.
click and drag distances.
Yoo-hoo!
And then
oh, that's cool.
Make sure you click back on the little select tool, or else it'll be frustrating when you go to do anything else afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Can I shoot him and then run to different cover?
Yeah, sure. Roll to hit. First attack roll of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Here we go.
Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna roll the wrong thing, aren't I? Oh. How did it go?
You rolled Here
14.
you go. Yeah, so he has an armor class that you have surpassed. He's not wearing armor. He's not wearing anything other than just normal clothing out in this blistery cold campsite. But you've hit. You've hit. You should be able to click the damage. Roll.
New buttons to pushy push. 6 damage. And I flee.
Yeah. Now, because your action is to attack, so you can't also take an action to stealth unless you've got a bonus action or something roguish that you can activate.
Now, do I have something roguey?
You still move though.
You are still
I can
alive.
still move though, right?
Yeah, you can totally move.
But I can move sneakily because
No.
just for funsies?
You can try, but you're not actually stealthy in any way whatsoever because you have already used your action.
Oh.
You can pretend that you're being stealthy, for sure.
I run low. And I'm just gonna go behind these tents. Wait. Oh no, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that too many?
What's your movement?
I think it's 30.
Yeah, you've got one more movement if you want to.
Oh, yep. Okay, great.
So you just the arrow shoots, lands straight into Sephek's shoulder, doing a decent amount. Maybe it glances through and cuts past his shoulder, and doing a bit of damage to him. He turns to. He had no idea you were there. Turns to see where that came from, and he just sees the small mound of furs dart in behind the tent, one of the tents. Yeah. Okay.
Go on the ground. Yep.
It is.
My mama taught me.
It is Sephek's turn. I'm just going to roll some stuff here. Can I get the AC for both Harkness and Tobias, please?
Great. Big assumption of you that Harkness has an AC. 11.
16 for Tobias.
Okay, cool.
Harkness is down. Sorry, I'm just practicing.
All right, there's as he looks off, he looks straight back at you guys, his eyes glowing blue, and just the silvery mist swirls up. It's you can barely see it at first because it blends in with the snow that is whipping past, but he whips up this silvery veil around him, and as it disappears, so does he. He has rolled a what has he got here? A 13 against Harkness, and a 21 against Tobias. You're standing looking in front of you as he disappears, and you both just feel pain. And you turn around, and he has appeared behind you. He has done 9 slashing damage plus 7 cold damage to Harkness. He has done 7 slashing and 5 cold to Tobias.
Harkness is down.
Oh no!
Whoa.
No.
I'm not practicing this time. He's legitimately down. In fact, that almost killed him outright with that whole... Is there a double damage you die?
If the excess equals your max HP, then you're dead.
Yeah, so he had 9, so he went down to 0 and then minus 7. It was very close to one-shotting him.
Damn.
How's Tobias?
Tobias is on 1 HP. He's very injured.
Okay. Harkness, instead of being in a dying state, you're unconscious on the ground. You've got 1 HP, but you are in an unconscious state. He has attacked you in a way that is more the hilt of his icicle sword than with the blade. So just stars, you see stars and you drop to the ground unconscious. Which means you don't get any actions until you have a raise in HP, basically. Tobias.
To steal then! And then Tobias is going to put one hand towards this amulet on his chest and be like, by the crimson oath! And then plant his hand on Harkness. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds. Do-do-do. And I click the button.
Oh.
So much healing.
Wow. Okay, so 2d8 plus 2. Rolled like a boss.
Whoa.
17 healing as a bonus action onto you, Harkness.
Whoa.
Nice.
And then for his action...
Does Harkness explode now? So full of life.
So full of organs.
Tobias is going to swing his greatsword. Die! And swing it across in a big choppity chop. And I'm going to click the button. I think it's this button. Bear with me.
Choppy chop.
For a hit roll of 9.
A 9 is a miss, but not only that, but that slice through his shirt that the arrow cut through, that you saw it cut through, little spray of blood. It's like as you do your attack, you notice it's healed over.
Oh no.
Okay.
You can also add a 1d4 if that will help.
Oh yeah, you can add a
to your attack
1d4.
roll.
You've got bless at the moment.
Is that to the attack or to the damage?
Attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll a d4 as well. Thank you. Yep. Oh, and a 4.
All right, that makes
For
it a
total
hit.
of 13.
That makes it a hit.
We'll do that. Thank you. And how do I damage?
I think your roll was damage.
Oh yeah, that one you
it's
only
only
Roll
rolled.
damage.
before was damage.
You only rolled
Okay.
damage before, yeah.
I know this game.
It's going to
Okay.
take a little bit to get back.
Okay, I'm going to click a different button, see if that does what I think it should do. Okay. So I should click on the name of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Reagan, do you want to call what happened there?
Well, you've
Should I
added.
just re-roll everything again?
Just hit the damage button now. On in the chat there was yeah you got it.
For
Cool.
10 slashing damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you bring that down, it slashes across his chest now, and again it's that thing. You see the clothing cut, you see the spray of blood down onto the ground, and he winces as it hits, but it is Yannick's turn.
He winces, okay. I'm gonna again clutch my holy symbol, and I'm just gonna, my eyes will light up like the fires of Moradin's anvil, and I'm just gonna say, Sacred Flame. And cast Sacred Flame on this motherfucker. So he needs to make a DC 12 Dex save. If he fails, he takes 1d8 radiant.
He has rolled an 18.
Ugh.
He takes
Okay.
1d8 radiant. Do you want to roll that damage?
No, he doesn't take anything.
Oh,
on
okay.
On a save.
Oh, sorry, a failed save. Of course, yeah. Gotcha.
What I am going to try to do, though, is I am going to try to interpose myself. I'm going to move around and try to draw the attention away from my colleagues by clanging my warhammer on my shield.
Yeah, cool. It's just ringing out. Harkness, you can see. You get a message from Mittens that the people at the stall are looking around at the sound of this thing chiming out. Dandelion, your turn.
Yes. Okay, Dandelion is remembering that the dude looked really wary of fire when she was following him secretly. So she's going to make a dash for the fire.
Okay.
But she's probably not going to make it, is she? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that as close as I get? Or down here?
Where were you? You're there. You can just, how are we using this? You can just use the measurement tool. I'll just take whatever the measurement tool gives. So you've got 30 feet. You can get up to the fire.
Oh, sweet.
I think the official rules are like 5 foot left and 5 foot up and blah, blah, blah. But just use the measurement tool. That works for me.
Okay. That's a lot simpler for me, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna dash up to the fire and she's gonna grab a burning, like, stick.
Okay. You grab it with one of your furry gloves? You kind of like hardy gloves? Yeah.
Maybe a little, like, foolhardy, like, what's his name? Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. And she's like, hey!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. So you're just trying to get his attention?
Yeah.
Okay. You've still got an action, by the way.
Still got an action.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can... Oops. Not sure if I can get anything done in an action. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's going a little slow. Can I... Oh! Bonus actions. How...
Not even bonus action. You've got, like, your picking up of that wood can be of the bonus action. So you've still got an attack if you want to use an attack.
Okay, I don't think I've got any attacks that can reach that far without dropping the piece of wood that I've just picked up. I was meaning more like she's running towards the guys to help them.
Oh, right.
So as she's going past the fire,
okay.
Pick up the wood.
If you want, you can
on.
dash, which is another... You can take an action of dashing, which gives you another 30 foot of movement. Then you won't be able to attack once you get there. You've used your action.
I'm gonna bank on him not wanting to get close to the fire.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
So, how are we doing this? Oh, 30.
Cool.
Right up into it.
Yeah, you're welcome to...
Let's go, Dandy, let's go. Oops, I'm still in this thing. Sorry.
Yeah, see? I told you, that whole selecting the select tool.
Right.
Okay, great. You guys have sort of got him surrounded at this point, and he's looking at each of you. He notices Tobias is not looking too hot, and Harkness is still prone on the ground. It is...
But Dandy's coming in.
Yeah, he does kind of like... He does wince at it, but by itself, this torch doesn't feel very hot. Like, with the... it was much warmer by the fire when there was a bunch of those flames together, but by itself, it's barely hanging on in the wind and the snow. It is still lit. It is 100% still lit though, and he does give it a look before rolling a critical success on Yannick, who absolutely got his attention. Well, what's...
No.
Actually, I'm not even going to get to ask you what your HP is, because it's more than double whatever HP you've got. And it is a non-fatal attack. He just squares you up with that pommel of the ice longsword and just smashes it into the bridge of your nose. You see stars and you just drop to the ground in an unconscious state. He's going to take a second attack here with a roll of 16 on Tobias, doing the same to him. Smash. It's 15 damage, so you go down to 1 HP, bridge of the nose, just bam, smash. And he sees both of you drop down to the ground and just turns to look at Harkness on the ground and Dandelion waving this flame in his face. Harkness?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, your mic is muted.
Well, Harkness is going to stand up.
Okay, that's half your movement.
Yep. And
Sorry,
then he's
if
going
I,
to try and...
by the way, if I overtell the rules, it's because I feel new to it again. I'm just trying to get it back in my mind as well.
I was running a completely different system in the weekend. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
into
yeah.
D&D mindset myself. Then he's going to move a little bit round to kind of like looking down and just seeing how Yannick is.
As you move around, he's like, "Don't you touch him. Leave him."
Oh no. Oh no, I'm not going to touch him at all. But can I just say, Mazdaxila! And he's going to cut Witch Bolt at point blank, which I appreciate as a discipline.
Yeah, do I have to roll something? Do you have to roll something? Or is it
I roll an attack.
Okay, cool. Please roll.
Spells. Witch Bolt. I think if I click, it should give me an option for doing it at disadvantage.
You might have to click disadvantage at the top. Oh, no, there we go.
Yes.
Still a good roll. 17 is a hit.
Cool. Let's do some damage. 17 lightning damage.
Oh, that is a good bit of damage. Bam! Yeah, he like is, I was going to say shocked, but of course he's shocked. It's lightning damage. His eyes go wide for a minute, and like the blue really kind of illuminate. It almost like looks like it's illuminated both from the lightning, but just also the natural cool color of his eyes. That like hurts him, but he's still, once the effects of it disappears, he's still just standing, like with like fury in his face now.
Call it a draw then.
Tobias and Yannick, you guys are both unconscious on the ground. Dandelion, you've got the wood in your hand, the fiery torch in your hand. He's not even looking at you now. He is furious with Harkness.
Dirty rat bag. Can I jump up on his back and stab him in the neck?
Yeah, by all means.
Did we decide that you had advantage for flanking?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for flanking.
Woohoo! Where's me dagger? Where's me dagger? Okay. What's the difference? This is me with new rules, I think. What's the difference between dagger and dagger finesse?
Well, I know what dagger is, but I don't know what dagger finesse is. So I think it'll be just... Is it a finesse weapon?
Dagger finesses with dex.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's like throw...
That's probably what you want.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finesse this thing. Finesse AF. Did I finesse it?
You did with a roll of a 14. That is a hit. Click your damage.
Advantage?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
Oops.
roll it one more time anyway, and we'll just see if, just in case you get like a crit success.
Dagger finesse.
You didn't get a crit success, but, you know, both of these were going to hit. So, 6 damage.
Great. And
You get
because...
sneak attack too.
Yes, because everybody's close up, right?
Nice.
Yee! Okay, where's my sneak attack? Sneak attack. Go, sneak attack. Did it sneak attack? It didn't sneak attack.
I'm not seeing sneak attack.
It's too stealthy.
Yeah, that's how stealthy it is.
Wait a minute. Is it going?
Give it another click.
Hello?
Give it all the clicks, and we'll...
I'll roll a 1d6.
There's a damage button in the chat that you can click on.
No, that's just for the secondary roll, I think.
Right.
Another 4 damage on there because of the sneak attack. And it totally makes sense, because he was just like looking at Harkness. He's locked onto Harkness. So you what do you do with that dagger? You give him a little stab in the back? What are you doing? You're leaping onto him and trying to stab him in the neck?
Yep, she's leapt on him. She, because he's facing away from her, right?
Yeah.
So she'll jump on his back, stab him twice, and maybe jump off again.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I'm not going to make you rolls athletics or anything like that. I think it's an easy target. He's right there. And you do a decent amount of damage to him, like total of 10 damage. You did notice that as you were leaping forward, one of the other bits of damage he had taken, like some of that charring from that witch bolt was starting to sort of fade. And then you leapt on him. I'm assuming you've still got that wood, that burning wood in one hand and your dagger in the other. You sort of stab him a couple of times and you get back down off him. It is Sephek's turn now, who
Mother of pearl.
grabs his longsword, both hands, his ice longsword. It's a roll of a 15 against Harkness.
Yeah, that'll do it.
He goes to like decapitate you. Like that is what he's aiming for. He's so angry, and at the last minute he stops, brings back, and just pommels straight into your face as well, dropping you poof, down to the ground. Again, you see stars. Everything fades out. You're already feeling a little woozy from the first one, and he turns, and you see him sort of like the longsword Dandelion disappears. It just slowly sort of like fades away from the sharp point through to the hilt, fades away, and he just does like this throwing motion, and you don't really see it. And just at the last minute, you see this ice dagger coming straight for you, and it turns and smashes you in the face.
I can't dodge or anything.
This isn't Dragonbane, sorry. This is not. You've already done your action.
Evade!
It's a 24, so that it'll hit. It does 12 total damage, both bludgeoning and cold. But again, he's.
Can I try?
Try what? This isn't Dragonbane.
A dexterity save?
No, that's not. No, your AC was you trying to not be hit.
Okay,
That's your number. It slams you straight square, blinding pain, cold and headache before it all fades away, and you just slam down into the snow alongside your others. And the last thing, you hear him sort of like stepping away, just crunching through the snow back to his campsite. And Dandelion, the last thing you hear before you fully just fade off into unconsciousness is, "Don't come looking for me again." And it just all goes black.
Oh.
Let me just set a little scene here.
Good game, guys.
That went swimmingly.
You're all woken up by this just uncomfortable jolt. It's completely dark, but it's surprisingly warm. Your heads are swimming. You feel like absolute shit. And there's just like a tangle of limbs around you and the feel of blankets over your faces. The world is just swaying and bumping around you as your senses sort of slowly fade back in. You can tell that you're moving. There's like the rhythmic sort of grunting of dogs can be heard, like panting. And as you peel back the fur, maybe this is you, Dandelion. The last out, first to rise. You peel back some of those furs away from your face, and you realize where you are. You're in the back of this large sled being pulled by 6 sled dogs. "About time you woke up," says this dwarven figure sitting at the helm of this sled. And the rest of you are all sort of coming to as well. Like the tangle of limbs is just each other. It's like you've just been pulled onto this sled covered with blankets.
Are we dead?
Oh, far from it. Almost no. I saw the fight with my own eyes. And you're lucky to be alive.
Man, what was that guy? Why couldn't we kill him?
He was a cad, is what he was. An absolute cad.
It's like Harkness is So he says that as he just sort of like sits up, tries to get his balance on this back of the sled, just even from a seated position with the headache that you've got. It's all a lot of work.
Slinks
Dandelion
back down.
burrows. Yeah, Dandelion burrows back underneath all the fur. It's like,
I whisked you guys off the moment I felt it was safe. What were you guys doing?
Well, thanks for that. Well, we were trying to apprehend a dude, and he went unapprehended, apparently.
Oh, did we not get him?
Oh, that went so poorly. Thank you, kind sir. Who are you?
The name's Storn. And
Pleased to meet you.
and you guys.
Thank you, Storn. And Tobias will introduce us by name. Oh, we owe you a huge amount of gratitude. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Look, it's gonna be a long journey back to Bryn, Shander. So rest up while you can. And you notice that he's a very nervous sled driver. Like he's looking to the skies, and he's like looking over his shoulders every now and then, just sort of nervous.
Are you quite alright there, Storn?
Yeah, I'm just Andy, just keeping an eye out.
If I may inquire.
What was that? Sorry.
For whom, if I may inquire?
Those damn white dragons could be anywhere. And
Piss me off then.
Yeah, mush.
I think like Yannick would know about the fact that there are ice dragons in Icewind Dale. They're probably not as common as he's making it seem.
Should we stop for a bit of healing? I know I feel rubbish. How is everyone else? Whose blood is this?
It's everybody's.
It's everyone's blood. Today we are all bleeding.
We've all just... It's just one big bowl of blood, and now we're not A, we're not B, we're not O. We're everything.
Ow.
Yeah.
Rest will do us well.
Well, you're welcome to rest up while I get us back to Bryn, Shander. It's gonna be a few hours of travel anyway. Maybe like every this is gonna be me explaining the rules of sleds and dogs. Every hour of travel, these mutts need a little rest of their own to get back there, so they don't struggle through exhaustion. So it's about 4 hours of travel, about 4 hours of rest, and then we'll be back at Bryn Shander.
Very good.
Yannick's just nodding approvingly.
Thank you.
Good. You're a good man looking after your dogs.
He says, what were you doing in Caer-Dineval anyway? Lots of shady goings-ons there.
We were trying to stop the shady goings on, but didn't pan out. Would Yannick know this Storn?
You'd know. Actually, let's roll for that. Let's give us like what's a good roll for history of? There's history, right? Just give us a history roll.
20.
I think you recognize him. You know the name. What would you know about him? Let me bring up some info. You would know that he works at a mine. There's basically a lot of these dwarves that work at a mine at the base of Kelvin's Cairn, which is even further, just slightly further north of Caer-Dineval. If you look at the map, that's kind of this area that I'm pinging here. So there's mining areas around there. You'd probably know him, Koruks, Kruna, and Ubok. They're the ones that deliver a lot of stuff into Bryn, Shander, which might be how you know them. Normally there's the 4 of them.
You're Storn, right?
That's right.
Ubek and you're one of the workers at the cairn.
Oh, you know of us.
Yeah, Yannick. Nice to meet
Oh,
you
Yannick.
in person.
I couldn't see you through all those furs. Yeah, I think we've had an ale or two.
That makes sense. I can't remember it, but that's also consistent.
Your head's a little foggy right now. And bruised. You've all got like this pommel-shaped bruise right right above your nose.
What was that guy? Ugh.
I don't know, but you're lucky I was coming back from Caer Konig. I don't know what would have happened with you if I hadn't been coming back right then and there.
I think if he didn't finish us off, Torgs' minions may have. So
You're messing with
thank you.
Torga as well.
What? He seems to work for her. We're not trying to mess with her, but he is suspected of being the one doing these terrible things that you've heard about lately.
The murders.
The very same.
Well, I've got to say, you guys looked the part, even if it didn't turn out very well for you. You looked well armed and ready, but he wiped the floor with you.
Yes. Yes, he did.
You still notice him. He's not just looking at the skies now. He's after sort of shaking off the idea of ice dragons a little bit. Just mentioning it, I think, has helped him sort of shake the idea off. He's still keeping an eye out either side of the path that you guys are on, looking out into the tundra, just nervously.
Your wire's keeping an eye out for remoras. Who knows what other beasties are out here.
Harkness is going to kind of grudgingly pull an arm out from underneath the warm furs and just hold it out, and mittens will materialize and land on his arm.
Nice.
And he's like, do be a dear and just have a look around, make sure we're not being followed or anything like that. Just do let me know what's going on, yes? And then off into the air goes Mittens.
Yeah, there's...
Back under the...
Okay, cool. And now it talks to you, doesn't it? It doesn't send you visual images, it just sends messages
I can
through.
go visual, but I just
Okay.
usually go radio.
Alright, yeah, like AM radio.
Save on bandwidth.
yeah.
Traffic report.
Traffic report is all clear. There's not many people coming and going on the roads between Caer-Dineval and Bryn Shander from the distance that Mittens can take. And he's got to actually fly quite low to get a decent view out, just with the sheer amount of snow and how the wind and the snow being kicked up. The road is bumpy. There's the nice warmth from the blankets as you all sort of like settle down for the long journey ahead. And I think now is a great time to take a quick 5-minute break.
Woohoo.
Oh,
Well, that went well.
Yeah. We were this close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smashed into the dirt around a fireplace. It's like, oh no.
Into the snow, that's better.
Yeah. That's a thorough stomping.
Yeah, and I think it's very fair to say that the other thing you guys would have noticed before unconsciousness, especially Dandelion, since she was the last one standing, was that he barely, you guys had dealt some damage to him, but he was still just pretty fine. Wasn't short of breath Wasn't
was
struggling to stand. Nothing.
I'm glad we didn't inconvenience him.
Yeah.
It's been awful. How would I have slept at night?
Yeah, you don't want that.
Oh my gosh.
Not even a crinkle in his shirt.
Well, no, you did cut his shirt. That's probably pissed him off a little. I think you got a good slice across his shirt.
I think we do call it even then.
Yeah. What do
This
you?
guy irritates me walking around in his little cotton skivvies. It's like, who the heck are you?
I bet he's got shorts on too, right?
I should have had him just
Jandals.
wearing like
Yeah.
stubbies.
Yeah.
Oh, not stubbies.
Stubbies
no.
and jandals, like it's like a typical New Zealand summer or something.
Those knee length like cargo shorts that you see at all the barbecues.
You got to have a pair of knee-length cargo shorts. As like a white middle-aged man, knee-length cargo shorts is the fashion sense of. I actually really want to get a pair of 80s stubbies. I really want to get a pair of those. Yeah, for summer.
Where or
Yeah, for like summer, for like going out
As a joke?
No, not even as a joke.
We're bringing in the new year.
Yeah, there's
Is
like
this something private that's just
No,
between
they're
you
not-
and your wife and you
they're not.
really shouldn't be putting into the street?
No, they're not they're not undies. They're longer than undies. Like, yeah. And they're not as
Barely.
tight as undies either. They're still shorts.
Barely.
Yeah. Like, the right angle, a ball might pop out. But
Stubbies, undies.
yeah.
Are you gonna roll the legs up as well so that he's in shorter? And they're angled too, they're not flat, they're just
No,
go like
yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to modernize them so it's like those little cut off shorts where you could see the bottoms of the pockets hanging out in the front?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Really turn them into some booty shorts.
Yeah.
Daisy Dukes or something?
Just like a fifth of my butt cheek showing out from underneath each.
Yeah, we're not doing in-person games over summer, by the way.
That's fair. That actually is fair.
What was the top tier of Patreon again?
Yeah. So that's the OnlyFans level of the Patreon.
Stubbies.
Yeah.
It was another fifth of butt cheek.
Oh, God.
Stubbies tier.
Lyndon Hood in the chat said it was a TPKO, which I like that. It was a good terminology. Drop Shadow mentioned he heard the dogs panting in this Sirenscape, which is great. I'm glad I got that all working really well. Does everyone have Sirenscape running? Do you guys hearing everything? Okay. Not Reese.
My-
Not
Reese,
this time. No.
this is
My computer is not friendly, so
Ah.
I have to listen to it later on.
right. Okay. Well, I thought it sounds really good. So
It did. It was good.
Yeah. I don't know how yours consistently doesn't let you listen to the game, Reese. I don't know what's going on
I think I
there.
rolled Siren's Bane at some point and it just stuck.
Yeah. Anyway, how did you guys feel about the fight? Tell me your thoughts. I want to hear some of the thoughts going on.
I'm looking forward to the redemption arc. The third act,
Yes.
where we just lay this guy flat. I'm like, yes. Waiting for that.
It went from hope to despair remarkably quickly.
Yes. Very, very quickly.
I kind of thought like getting him by himself would be enough, and then it was not enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially with like ringing out the sound of your hammer on the shield as well. If it had gone any longer, you probably would have had some bodyguards showing up as well.
Yeah, that would have been a problem.
Yeah. That was
Quick reminder, we are level 1.
yeah. Still level 1 as well. As you do need to complete something, anything to level up. Yeah. No.
Back to Bryn Shander. That's heroic, right?
Yep.
And a
I
short
think so.
rest in the back of this
Yeah.
vehicle. We managed to do that.
We could do a long rest.
Yeah.
I'm digging to the bottom of the poppy pile and I'm taking a long rest.
Level 1 could perish to a snowball, says Arturus, which is very true. They just got perished to a sharp snowball or two just before. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Harkness was very lucky. I think that he didn't get his head removed. I think that was very, very lucky.
I mean, and also killed in the very first shot. It was 2 hit points away.
Yeah.
It would have been awkward to explain.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever dealt with the unconscious rules before for sort of a long period. So the rules behind it was the moment you regain health or someone gives you medical attention, you come back out of it. If you don't regain health, if you don't get medical attention, a short rest will bring you out of the unconscious state. So that's basically what happened to you guys. Bumped into the back of the sled, and an hour passed, and you've come to. But
Can you click short rest button?
you can totally click the short rest button. Actually, everyone can click the short rest button.
Short rest button.
There should be. There should be a short rest button.
I was knocked out so quickly I didn't even register my hit points, so I'm still at max, yay!
If he wasn't going for non-fatal attacks, would be rolling a new party pretty quickly, I think.
I somehow managed to heal 0 HP.
Wow.
Is that not how I do it?
I think you've clicked what a short rest is, maybe.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
There you go.
5, cool.
I think mine worked as well.
Drop Shadow says the crew gets back up. We could do this all campaign. Easy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's get back on the road.
On the road again.
So this entire journey, if it is unimpeded, we'll classify as a long rest. So once you get to Bryn Shander, if everything goes well, we can click that long rest button. You're all good. You don't have to be specifically sleeping. It's just making sure that there's no heavy activity for an 8-hour period. And I think you probably all are at points going to be nodding off, especially with how dark it is. It doesn't look to be the equivalent of nighttime yet. I think Yannick would know that the aurora, when that sort of passes overhead, that's like a good sign that maybe it's an hour or two into what would be considered nighttime. Maybe like the 8 or 9 o'clock at night mark. But until then, it's just this dimness, this cold dimness. This it's uncomfortable. If it wasn't for these winter clothings you guys have on, if it wasn't for the blankets on top of that, things would be pretty uncomfortable. Let's say a couple of hours have passed. The dogs have stopped once. They've sort of rested up. Storn has fed them. He's offered you guys food as well. And he's kind of gotten back into the sled, and the dogs are off again onto the next sort of stint of this travel to Bryn Shander. He was the entire time that cart was stopped, he was like looking out to the tundra, nervously just looking out. Yannick, you know this is a dangerous place to be, but even for like one of the safe roads, the sort of more well-trodden roads, this is probably a little too much. It's probably a little too nervous here.
You okay, Storn?
It's almost like he doesn't really hear you. He's just like, yes, I'm alright. He's looking out as the dogs continue.
There's no one there. If it makes you feel any better. Or worse, I'm not entirely sure. Are you feeling isolated or overly close?
He slumps his shoulders and his head down for a moment before sort of looking back up. And he raises his voice out so you can hear him. I'm still a little bit haunted of an attack we had a few days back. The Yeti.
Yeti what?
A Yeti.
A Yeti.
An Yeti.
An Yeti.
He says, "You remember Ubok?" And his voice is maybe wavering a little bit. Well, Ubok didn't make it. We were delivering some iron from the mine. We were meant to be bringing it to Bryn, Shander. And a Yeti came out of nowhere. Me and the others managed to get away, but Ubok, the last thing we saw was the Yeti. The Yeti was tearing him apart. And, well, the iron and the sled with all the iron on it. The sled is still out there with all the iron on it. And, we're not sure how we're going to get it back.
I'm so sorry to hear that about Ubok.
He was a good man. One of the best. And you know, dwarves are tight, man. A brothership among dwarves is kind of like, it's, a friend is like family. Maybe even more so. Someone you work with, someone that you pick up weapons alongside, whether it's weapons or mining equipment, it's anything like that. Anything that you work alongside becomes like blood to you.
I'm sorry about Ubok and Dandelion. I don't know how she does it, but she's gonna like try and reach a little hand out to pat the guy. I guess if he's like mushing from the back, she'll just like, you know, pat him nicely on the chest or something. But
sure.
But she'll be like, "Are you sure it was a Yeti? Are those real? Are they common?"
Yannick would know about the Yeti out in the tundra.
They are unfortunately real. I haven't heard of much activity from them lately, but gosh, I don't know how I missed this bit of news.
Yannick, you'd probably be aware that they would be found in a lot of different places in the Icewind Dale. They blend in incredibly easily out here. And maybe actually, can you give me a history roll again, Yannick? Okay. Roll of a one. Yeah. You've heard the tales. You've heard of how terrifying their howls are. You've never experienced one of them because, like you said, there's probably more tales about them than sightings. So it's more common that you might hear a howl of a Yeti than actually see one, whether it's because your ears are playing tricks on you or maybe they're just that well hidden out here in the tundra. Storn sort of composes himself again, and that's why I was up at Caer-Dineval just getting a couple of more sled dogs to replace a couple of the ones that we lost.
Is this something that we could help you with, perhaps? You've certainly paid us in kind. Could we perhaps retrieve your sled? Yannick, how fearsome are these Yetis? Once we've got it back on our feet, could we take one, do you think?
Let me have a look. He says you probably want to avoid having seen what just happened to you poor people. You might want to avoid Yeti as best you can, but it's a pretty rare thing. It's the first time we've been back and forth from Bryn, Shander to the mines dozens, hundreds of times. And this is the first instance that we've had. So likely you wouldn't see one. But obviously me, Prune, Corix, we're all a little nervous to be going back out. We're more comfortable with an axe in our hand than a sword. Pickaxe, not a weapon axe, yeah.
I do feel that assisting you with this is really the least that we could do.
You're honestly, the offer is amazing. Look, we're not going to say no. But I tell you what, you guys need to rest up before you're in any shape to head out that way. We're another few hours away. Why don't you just rest up and let me just get you there in one piece. And then, if you're still intent on helping us out, and that would be amazing if you did, we'll set you up with some snowshoes to make the journey across the tundra a bit easier for you.
That'd be marvelous, thank you.
Yannick, you know, maybe I'd like to think that maybe Yannick was the only one with a pair of snowshoes on the way from Bryn Shander up to Caer-Dineval, and that, you know, them being a little bit slower in the snow was okay. It was just, you kind of figured how long it was going to take, and you were okay with that. But you know that heading out into the tundra, you're going to need any help with making your way through. So the offer of snowshoes is great, because they're not expensive, but they're not cheap either, you know.
Well, we owe you our lives, so it feels like the least we can do.
With that, is there anything you guys wanted to do on the rest of this journey back to Bryn Shander?
I mean, Harkness will be just perusing through. He'll pull out his grimoire as best he can in the back of this, and just start perusing through and see if there's any new notes or anything interesting that's popped up. I mean, it's unlikely to have, but he doesn't know that, and it just brings him a bit of comfort at this time.
I don't know how much you want me to help out with that, or if you're just going to fully drive that yourself. We can talk about that.
I'll drive a lot of that, maybe.
Yeah, cool.
I think maybe just like Dandelion's been made a little nervous about all this talk of Yetis, so occasionally maybe she might pop her head out and just scan or listen. I mean, I'm not sure how much she can hear over the wind and the dogs, but just... And then burrow back into the furs again.
Feel free to give me like a perception check.
Oh yeah, go on. Perception. Where are you? Oops. Skills. Sorry. Perception. Let's go. Perceive.
Oh,
23.
Yeah,
I've seen
okay.
something.
Yeah,
A lot of snow.
yeah. There's maybe you spot a couple of reindeer, sort of out just a little bit further. I think you spot something, and with the story of Yeti, you kind of like hone in on it, and that causes behind you, Storn to like flick his face into that direction as well, and you both come to the realization it's just like a few reindeer, and they're just sort of like grazing and making their way sort of west, sort of away from you. They're a few hundred feet away.
As long as they don't have a battle sleigh behind them, they should be all right.
Yeah. They're not like glowing blue eyes or anything like that. They're just standard reindeer.
Like a snowy Mad Max.
You know the old saying, "Jingle bells, deadly bells."
Yeah. Tobias, anything from Tobias before we sort of whisk ourselves off to Bryn Shander?
He'll be quite quiet, and he'll just be replaying that battle in his mind. He'd be like, "But I had the bigger sword. He must have a better relic than me. That's it. And he's just trying to go through different options in his mind, just muttering to himself. Realize that he needs humbled.
What does Tobias kind of think of a man who can stand out in this temperature? I guess it's the coldest you've ever felt. This is colder than any magic you've heard about either. This is very cold, and he just seemed to take it without any issue, holding that ice sword in his bare hand.
Yeah, Tobias feels like a schoolboy, that he's just, gone to a trip to high school and put in his place a bit, so he knows he doesn't know anything of this place, so he's going to be a bit more cautious in the future.
Anything from Yannick?
I'm just going to be talking to Storn about sleds and his sled dogs. And just be like, I used to be something of a sled racer myself.
How
heard of it.
How famous were you?
I think I was pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's how I know you. And he's become super excited at this. I think he's kind of like trying to get a peek at your face within all of the kind of woolly woolen winter clothing and stuff, hoods that you've got on. He was regaling you like, that's why I approached you in the bar for a drink and blah blah blah. Of course you don't remember me. I'm just a miner. It's fine. But he's actually very excited.
It was so many years now. Yeah, ancient history, and he just I just wrapped my knuckles on my leg. She's like, yeah, it's those days, unfortunately, behind me.
Right. I think the journey continues. There's conversations. He becomes very aware that that most of you aren't from the 10 towns, and he's very excited to tell you about some of the things he's seen, and maybe Yannick joins in on some of these stories as well. He says, you guys, he lets you know that another way that you can make your way around the areas is with what's called an axe beak. Yannick, these big two-legged birds with these big like axe-shaped beaks, and they're big enough to like ride. They're expensive, but with the right amount of coin or with the right favor, if you know someone, you can use those to get around here as well. Much faster than a pair of snowshoes, and you're bound to see some in your time here in the Dale.
I want to ride a chocobo.
Yeah, basically a chocobo. Yeah, but he describes them to you, and they sound amazing. They're flightless, big strong legs, and that heavy wedge-shaped beak. They can be a bit nasty. They got a bit of a nasty disposition. Like he keeps telling you about how he's never been able to tame one, and they're often prone to attacking any unfamiliar creatures that get a little too close. But they can be tamed. They can be ridden around as a means of transport.
Oh god, it's not going to be like mittens, is it? Am I going to have to fold my ears under and put my scarf over?
That is a great point. With the heavy winter clothing that you're wearing, does yours accommodate your ears? Do they pop out, or are they hidden under the hood?
I'd say, yeah, like there's a hood and a scarf. So when she's like, if she needs to listen, would she have specialized bunny hood? She might have specialized bunny hood. You know how you get those like cloaks? Not cloak. It's not called a cloak. In like IRL, sorry. But it's like a coat, but it's got like a second coat on top with a slit underneath, so you can bring your arm out and then pull it back in.
Okay.
So I reckon she's got like a hood that's possibly got like a kind of another hood on top.
Yeah,
with
I like
slits,
it. Yeah.
Covered slits, so she needs to stick a little ear out. She could put it through the slit. Otherwise
Yeah.
she pulls it back in.
Yeah, it could just be a double hood.
Yeah.
And the first is always on, but the ears are sticking through it, and then the other one just folds up over the. Yeah, that's great. I like that.
Yeah. Just to, because you got to hear when stuff's coming up.
Yeah. It is a long journey, but you've been exhausted. You're asleep for the majority of it. Can you guys all select your long rest token, which means all of your HP is back. Oh, that's so the whole short rest thing, right? We need to go. Need to refamiliarize myself again with short rests and long rests. Short rests, you get to roll one of your hit dice, and it gets expended, and you reduce your pool of hit dice that you can roll on short rests. And you can roll multiple of them if you want to. And then a long rest gets you back your HP that you've lost, but it also gets back a set number of your hit die for rolling on short rests as well. I think it brings back half of them. It's been a long time. Half of your max.
Half of them rounded up. We've only got one at the moment anyway.
Yeah. So it won't be too important right now. And
it'll restock like special moves and things that you've got, right?
It'll restock like your spell slots. It'll reset little counters that you have on abilities. It should do everything.
Gotcha.
Let me know if it doesn't.
I was just struggling as to where the hit dice button was, but that explains it if we only have one on level 1.
Yeah. I think I just want to do a double check, make sure everyone is back to normal. I think everyone's back to normal. Cool.
For what it's worth, my spells come back on a short rest.
Oh, okay, that is good. All of them.
Woohoo!
Dang. All right, that's pretty powerful.
I don't have a lot of spell slots though. That's the problem. It's the trade-off.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. I think by the time you guys wake from, let's get some Bryn Shander sounds. By the time you wake up, you're in Bryn Shander. There's no more movement. In fact, you can't hear the dogs. Nothing. You're just being left under those blankets again. And Storn comes out, and it's like he's parked his sled next to his house, just under a little cover, almost like a little sled garage, and he's just saying, "You guys awake? You guys need to come inside at all?"
Yep.
Oh yes, please, good sir. I'm sure it's warmer in there.
Gets out of the sled.
Yeah.
Stretches. One ear is kind of bent.
I think this is the first time he notices your ears as well. Dandy, I didn't realize. You've got all your face hidden for the most part. I didn't realize. There's not many Haringen that come to these parts. I'm sure they'll be happy to see a like-minded face when they do see you.
She momentarily freezes, and the ears go back under the hood, and she looks at him and says, "Is it going to be a problem here?"
No. It's just rare to see them up here, that's all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, you're aware that, like, it's rare to see a Haringen in anywhere in Faerun. So then they know what you are. They just don't get many of you here. That's fine. Not going to be a problem.
You just gotta check, because sometimes when something's rare,
it
becomes scary.
That's
and
true.
then people get angry.
Yeah, we try not to bring real life issues into the Getting Dicey podcast.
but also, it's like an almost human-sized animal comes strolling into your village. You might not be happy about it.
I've seen a larger than human-sized Yeti. Those are much scarier. There's much scarier things than Haringens up in this parts of the world.
Ooh, okay. They're not like immediately in this part of the world, are they?
Yetis in Bryn Shander?
Right here, yeah.
In my house? No. In the outskirts of Bryn Shander, maybe. There's some people have said they've heard the howls of a Yeti not far from the gates of Bryn Shander, so you never know. Like I said, they're very hard to find, hard to spot, very rare to come across. And that just makes the whole thing that happened with Obuk so much harder.
I'm sorry I brought that up again, but we could go inside, right?
Yeah, he brings you inside. It's much warmer in here. He lights the fire. He goes to start prepping some food in the kitchen for everyone as well. Is any of you a dab hand in the kitchen?
I
Who
can
wants to give
dry
it a go?
dishes, that's for sure. I can help move items around the room. I can... Come on, I'll help. I'm sure I can figure out something.
Yeah. He encourages you in as well. You guys prepare some food for everybody.
Yay.
It's a pretty relaxing evening, but he's giving you details on like, where this sled last was. He points. Where does he point to? He says it's basically in a straight line from here to Calvin's cairn, and he folds out this map, and he points to. He's already sort of explained that the cairn was north, and he sort of taps away on the map at this sort of large mountain. He says we were coming through Dwarven Alley around here. So it's kind of a straight line northeast from here. And while you were asleep, I went down and I got you some stuff. And he points to the pile of like snowshoes. Don't worry about paying for them. They're on me. There's also something else in for you. Should you return the sled, the iron ingots? Obviously, it's worth a lot to the people of Bryn Shander. It was meant to be going to the blacksmith here. I'm trying to think. You'd probably know who the blacksmith is. The Black Iron Blades, Yannick. You'd know them. It's a brother and sister. Again, shield dwarves. Lots of dwarves in Bryn Shander run that. You know them very well. They know you. They rely on the cairn's iron ingots to make all of their stuff. He says, what have we got for you? He says he's got something for... Oh, here we go. He goes, Bryn's got this gemstone worth a good 50 gold that she was willing... She's been going through the tavern trying to find someone who could help us, and she's had no luck. And look, if you're able to bring us that sled, the iron ingots, the gemstone's all yours to do with whatever you want.
That's incredibly generous.
And obviously, you'll get the love of all of the shield dwarves of the 10 towns if just having a friendship with us can be quite a boon during these harsh times.
Aye.
Perhaps we sit out at first light or first dim.
Yeah, I think you guys missed the aurora, the tonight's aurora go past, but it is dark now. It's very, very dark.
Should we go and we should let Hélm know what happened before we head out.
Good idea. We don't want her going after Sephek ill-prepared or sending out any other...
Yeah. Just does she already know about the heals up after being cut? Doesn't like fire, that sort of information?
She didn't
Don't
mention...
recall her sharing that earlier.
Yeah. Like, was she not sharing it on purpose because it was an in-joke, or not sharing it because she didn't know? If she didn't know, maybe she'd be willing to, like, at a later date send us with some help. Maybe.
I know her, and she would not have sent us on the mission and held back on us.
Okay, cool.
If she had known, we would have known.
All right, fair enough. Well, in that case, we got some tea to spill for her. Got the dish. We got the goods.
Did you guys want to go to the tavern before calling it a night, or and see if she's there, or did you want to leave that to tomorrow before heading out?
I think clear that now so that we can go at first, as you say, first dim.
Capital idea. Let's go.
As the uncles back at the Warren used to say, it's like if you escape death, it's time for a drink.
Great. And we like slam cut to the Northlook Inn and Tavern, where things are. Oh, I think things are. Let's see how rowdy the Northlook is at the moment. All right. Entering in. There's quite a few people here at this time of night. It is about 10 o'clock, a great time to be drinking away all of the aches and pains of the workday. Alcohol is flowing, food's being served, and over in one corner is Hélm with a couple of her associates. They look to be talking about, well, they seem to be having a good time.
Hélm. I'm just gonna pull up and get her attention.
Oh, you're back already?
Yeah, is it safe to talk here, or?
Yeah, she kind of like
private?
shoos her compatriots away. Go back later. Okay, we'll talk later. All right. Sit down. You guys look, and you've clearly like got bruises from. Did everything not?
Everyone has a round bruise on their forehead.
Did everything not go as planned?
I'm just gonna touch my bruise and look at it and just say, no, that we found him at Caer-Dineval, but he made short work of us, unfortunately. He seems much more dangerous than certainly I had anticipated.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I thought. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have sent you if I had known if he was that dangerous. So he is. So I was right. He is the murderer.
He didn't really give us much information, did he, Yannick? Just information on pain.
He didn't deny it, but he didn't confirm it.
The murdered all had ice daggers in their hearts. Does that align with what you saw?
Oh no, that'll be him then. Yes, they just kind of popped out of his hand and into our faces.
Out of his hands.
He was very sneaky too, like he just kind of disappeared in a wispy cloud of mist and then reappeared and stabbed everybody.
I hadn't seen him fight. I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
He didn't seem to like fire very much.
I had noticed that he liked to keep his distance from fire.
And the strangest part about it was he had no furs on, no winter gear at all, and seemed to not even care about how cold it was.
It's the strangest thing. It's exactly how I saw him as well. Well, do you know if what's next? I think one of the things that Storn would have told you as well, that shortly, the reason he picked you up out of the snow when he felt it was safe to do so, what that meant was he had waited until they had all left. They had packed up the entire stall and left. And now you had that piece of paper that outlaid their schedule, and they should have been in Caer-Dineval a little long, like for a couple more days. So clearly this has changed their schedule for them to pack everything up and go.
They didn't come here, did they?
There's been no sign of them yet here.
Right.
Where was next on the bit of paper?
I don't think I mentioned. Let's take a look at what I've got here. I believe you bring out that piece of paper, and it had like East Haven written on it as the next stop. That's south of Caer-Dineval. It's off to the east of Bryn, Shander, sort of to the south, the southern edge of this sort of frozen lake.
Well, according to the travel plan, the next stop would be East Haven, but who knows? They seem to leave in a hurry.
Next on the list, Bryn, Shander. After that, Targos, then Tremorlane, and then it looks like it's back to Caer-Dineval. It looks to be like a 3-day sort of schedule, 3 in each. But where they are now? Are they sticking to the plan? Are they have they just gone into hiding for a bit? You're not sure. No one knows. No one in Bryn Sand has seen them.
You don't have a militia here, do you? Or a large town guard? I think you'd need a few dozen people, well armed and trained at least, to sort of tussle with Sephek.
Yeah, Bryn Shander has. They can muster up a good 250 soldiers when needed. The population. Yannick and Storn probably have sort of given you the stats of this place. There's a good 1,200 people that live in Bryn Shander. Quite a big place. Let me actually put you on the map for Bryn Shander just so you can see how big this place is. And a bit of an idea of where you guys are in comparison to all of this. You're in the North Look, close to the North Gate at the moment. You'd been brought in, not that you were awake for it, you were brought in through the Eastern Gate. And Storn lives sort of halfway between the sort of city centre where the Black Iron Blades is and the North Look. And it's this place that he stays in, it might not even be his, but it's kind of a place for the traveling miners to be able to stay in at. But for now, you're up at the North Look, right near the North Gate.
I think perhaps keeping people within the town walls would be a good approach for the next few years.
Hélm kind of laughs at that. Well, I mean, it's already been 2 years of keeping ourselves well within these walls. But you're not wrong. We do what we can. So she doesn't seem to have any further information for you. What she gave you about Sephek is all she has. If anything, you've given her new information now. She'd noticed the aversion to flames. She hadn't noticed that he could heal. She didn't know he could summon blades from nothing. She feels a little bad that she sent you off. Well,
we're sorry. I can't see I can't see a way currently for us to put it into Sephek. He is very, very powerful.
I just hope no one else perishes by his hands anytime soon.
We did hear something interesting. We heard that the people that he murdered may have removed themselves from the ballot.
That's what I'd heard. The potential. That's what's going around. But they were ones that had managed to get their names off the list. The list that you and I are part of, Yannick.
We were all signed up to it.
And I get it. I get wanting your name off that list. You and I... not many of the dwarves believe that sacrificing people is the way to stop Oriel, the Frostmaiden. And I want nothing more to get my name off the list as well, but we do what we do, as dwarves should.
Well, I think we might leave you to your company and hope to see you again soon.
Well, you guys head back to Storn's place. You find he's made up some sort of bed rolls for you, nice blankets, to make sure everything is set up well. He's even got your little adventuring gear all sort of placed at the foot of each one, designating whose is whose. But he's long gone to bed himself. And you guys, unless there was anything else you want to do, you could just turn in for the night and set off. I would say when the sun rises, but unfortunately there won't be any sun to be seen tomorrow morning. Okay, with that, it is morning. It is. You've got your snowshoes. You've got your gear. You've got the sort of. You're already close to the north gate. Well, it's a maybe a couple hundred meters to the north gate from here. But it's get to the north gate, and then northeast, out over the tundra. There's no roads where you're going to be going here. It is just going to be a hard walk across the overland, basically overland travel.
Well, we're not gonna... it's not gonna travel itself, so we better just set out.
Yes, don't want to waste all this good daylight.
Indeed.
Let me bring up the...
So we're going to try and find the sled with the iron. Do we know how to fight a Yeti?
We hope not to, dear Dandy. I feel that if a man with no armor or weapons can make short work of us, a Yeti will be substantially more difficult. So best we reconsider our options should we see one.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say definitely listen out as you travel across the snowy landscape. I'm just going to trying to take a look about what sort of distances we're dealing with and how long it might take. I know you've got your new snowshoes all sort of attached and ready to go, which is definitely going to help. Snowshoes. So, I mean, just so you know, he ponied up a good 8 gold pieces to equip. Well, maybe 6 since Yannick had his own, to make sure that you had what you needed to get across the landscape. I think it's gonna take a while. Let's get some nice horrible sounds of the outside. Going,
Tundra.
yeah. You basically head out at the moment you wake up. You prepare everything, you get everything sorted, put on the snowshoes, and out you go. And it's treacherous. There's snowy hills, there's mounds, there's like moments where if you didn't have these snowshoes, like you're sinking in maybe a foot, as you're like lifting your feet and trying to get in. Without these snowshoes, you could imagine sinking much further down into the snow. Hours pass. Can I get a perception roll from everyone? And this is going to be, for now, what your perception is going to be, how you're looking out at the surroundings, whether it's remoras that you're looking for, or Yeti, signs of life just in general.
Do I get a roll for Mittens as well?
Yeah, give Mittens a roll too.
24 for perception.
Okay, great. Yeah. Dandelion, you were like, I kind of think of Dandelion being at the front of this pack, keeping an eye out and keeping an ear out for any movement along the way.
And dodging the occasional swoop of Mittens.
Yeah, that's the biggest threat to Dandelion at this point in time. I think at one point you do hear this ungodly howl, and you're instantly reminded of like the Yeti howls, and you all stop.
Freeze.
And you're looking, and you've got your perception of 24, which is a great roll. There's nothing that's going to get past that kind of thing. But you notice nothing, and then just a little bit of movement as this polar bear sort of
goddamn.
rearing up on its. This is way off in the distance that you can see through the snow, and it's off to the west, so it's not really in the direction you're heading, and it's howling because like it seems to be fighting a reindeer, and this reindeer has just like come up into its guts with its antlers, and that's like this. So it's just nature, this fighting of nature happening way off in the distance over there, and there's like a sigh of relief as you continue on.
That's cool. It's just a reindeer eating a polar bear, guys. We can carry on.
Yeah, nothing. It's nothing. Another couple of hours worth of travel, and the wind starts to really pick up. There's not that you can see the skies darken, but if you could, they'd be getting even darker as you can see clouds forming above you, and there's an occasional lightning strike in the sky above you, and with that just the amount of snow picks up, and this blizzard just descends on you. You pull the hoods over tighter, trying to stop the wind and snow from touching any part of your skin or soft fuzzy fur, and it reduces that visibility of what was maybe a couple of 100 feet ahead of you down to 20 feet. Calvin's cairn, which you thought you saw the shape of in front of you, vanishes from view as this blowing snow and howling wind engulf you completely. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh my gosh. Wah! Trapped in a blizzard.
Trapped in a blizzard.
No.
Ooh.
Nice.
Those reindeer, eh? I'm gonna keep an eye
Some
on
feisty reindeer.
No one suspects the reindeer.
No one suspects the reindeer.
Good session.
Prices in.
Good session, team. I'm so used to Dragonbane's like offer to level up every session. Yeah. That's kind of miss it.
We could do that if you want.
It works a little differently. It's like I couldn't do that with D&D.
Sounds like we might need it. Sounds like we might need it for Sephek.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, everything in this place is terrifying.
Sort of like that. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's got that in common with Dragonbane then.
Yeah.
Big thank you to Nerd Rock from the Sun for giving us a follow about an hour ago. Thank you for that. We appreciate all of that kind of stuff. And Arturus said the mouth hole is hilarious. Thank you. It is a getting Dicey staple to have mouth holes cut out of the NPCs. So I can.
It never gets old for me. I love it every time.
I really liked that Storn just doesn't even have one. He's just all.
Yeah, I was like, is it going to be a teeny tiny one? Or no?
Just completely rugged up. I thought that was a good one for Storn.
Oh, Storn.
I need to do better at finding voices. I think I've given Storn and Hélm. I've just given them Shrek's voice at the moment. So I'll
They're both dwarfs, like
Yeah, so it
maybe
works.
it's-
Just every dwarf.
Yeah,
It's the regional dwarf
exactly.
accent.
I gave Storn a slightly deeper Shrek's voice and Hélm a higher pitched Shrek's voice. And
That works.
that's what you get for the dwarves in the Icewind Dale. That was awesome. How did you guys feel about that one?
Almost died.
You
But I
did.
came back, so it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm impressed how I'm 7'2", semi-giant-ish person, and I am just a piece of wet tissue paper when it comes to a fight.
That is the wizardly warlocky way, isn't it?
It's the magician's way, yeah.
Yeah. Just be a little wet tissue.
Aw.
Yeah.
I did click heaps of wrong buttons in that fight, but I'm starting to remember it all now.
Yeah, plus, I mean, we are using new character sheets compared to what we used
Yeah.
to, so they've definitely changed them up quite a bit. And I think for the better, but it's going to take a bit to get used to it. I think there's a couple of things that would be really good for you guys to, while I have you here, go up to the little
Yes,
cog. Go to the little cog in the settings of Roll20, top right. Go down to dice options and just click those, turn on those three things. And that just means when you roll a dice, the viewers will see the dice roll out onto the table.
Soz.
No, that's all right. I totally forgot last week to remind you guys of that. And that
test
should...
that?
Yeah, please give that a test. Yeah, that rolled out this time.
Acrobatics.
That rolled. That was good. And just to prove it, I'll just flick over to the map. There you go. You can see it. 16. Cool. So that's good. We got that working. Was there anything else that I needed you guys? I don't think there was anything else I needed you guys to do. Just we just got to get our heads around the new character sheets, I guess.
And game system
Yeah.
And yeah,
that we're all
yeah.
familiar with, but out of practice with.
I mean, it's been like 2 years since I've touched D&D, so it's nice to be back. I'm just trying to remember everything. And the best way to remember everything is to just throw enemies that do rule sets at you, so we can all remember together.
Yeah,
I just bought the new starter box, so I'm just going to play that and be like, that's how these things work.
Are you? I think the new starter set story is free on Roll20 at the moment as well.
I'm glad I bought it then.
yeah. So you can just use Roll20 and play that starter set. It might just be for subscribers. I don't know, but I saw that it was free. So yeah. Thanks everybody who stopped by and watched. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. If you want some more D&D or some other tabletop stuff, check out Career Break Guy, which is Christian's YouTube and just YouTube channel, actually, just YouTube. Or you can check out more of our stuff over on YouTube as well. We also have a Discord if you wanted to come say hi. And we also, if you want to support us for all the cool stuff we do, like so many people, handful of people, few people do, there's the link to our Patreon as well. And any support is good. The campfire and tents are part of the pack that I bought today. So that's, and there's some more stuff coming soon as well. That was from the pack that I bought using our Patreon cash as well. Anything else? There's no new information on the game. I've been busy, so I'm hoping in a couple of weeks I'll have all my spare time back and I'll get back. I've made a massive list of stuff I need to work on next, so I'm very excited to see what the next section is. But if you want to help in any way, follow that or support that, that's the highest level on our Patreon. It's only like $5 a month, so it's not too bad. $5 USD. And it helps keep me motivated. And it doesn't, the money won't even go to the game. It'll go to the stream. So you're just helping everything. You help motivate me. You're helping make sure we can have things like Sirenscape and little assets that we can chuck into Roll20, as well as our Roll20 subscription. Pays for everything. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. Anything else, guys? Thanks for dropping by, Drop Shadow. Thanks. Tons of fun, loving the atmosphere, he said. Yeah, I thought there was some really good Sirenscape stuff there. We just need Reese to figure out how to fix his computer and get it running.
I just got to go to 10 towns.
Yeah.
Get it raw.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys same time next week. Sound good?
Thank you. Cheers.
Yay.
Thanks, Reagan.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.